Yeah, I wanted to practice speaking, and I guess presence, there's this charge around my work and career that feels addictive. And I go for months where everything feels fine financially and career-wise, and I just feel this clear focus on Dhamma practice. And then when I feel afraid about livelihood and career, I get obsessed with my work. And I'm an art teacher, and I get into these art projects where it's like the energy is so intense around creativity, and sometimes it feels like it's healthy and it's supportive, but I don't know. I'm just piecing that apart. And I guess just speaking about it is important. So yeah, I feel like I get really off track spiritually. And yeah, I just think it's important for me to say that. If you have any reflections to offer, that would be really sweet.
Yeah, there are. It's a little like Ajahn Pasano's answer. Who are you inviting in? And when the creative process is underway, there's kind of two places to be, or two different kinds of energies to invite in. And one of them is to really be in the flow and let it come through, which is, as you well know, a spiritual experience and an experience of healing and beauty. But the other one is I have to produce something, and it has to be good, and it has to be liked, and all of that. And that it's a killer of creativity when we get caught up in that. And it's understandable. It is good to invite in the kindness and compassion for the mind as it goes through that. But then to see, wow, what really matters here? Like, it's not just the result, it's also the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't have to think about it being the Dhamma so much, but it is the Dhamma. It's the same thing that we do in meditation, to really let go of all of that becoming.
Yeah.
And invite the spaciousness, the openness.
Yeah, thanks. I'm noticing these little bits of feelings of safety are kind of seeping in as you're speaking. And it feels like as soon as the feeling of safety is there, I just step off that track just immediately. It's, yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We can give ourselves these Dhamma talks, We already know the themes and the words, and yeah, it's interesting to me to look at Ajahn Chah's biography and see how much he talked to himself and played both sides, and really, this is a way that we can encourage ourselves. And then you can also call your nuns if you want. Or your monks. Yeah, thank you, Lise. Jules?
I just wanted to mention something about a kind of negative self-reflection that I find myself falling into sometimes, of comparing myself to other people and in the world and what my expectations are, and thinking, what have I done with myself? I haven't fulfilled my potential. I'm not famous. I'm not known for anything. I haven't founded any organizations. I haven't, like a list of things I haven't done. And I have to remind myself that, a lot of that's not a good way to measure the value of my life.
Yeah.
And I have done some kind things through my livelihood. I've been helpful to some people. It's not in a big way, but it's been helpful. And really, the best thing I can do is develop my mind and work on being kind to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all that other stuff, it's never enough.
Yep.
It's never enough. It's not like, oh, now I've made it. Samsara doesn't have that, really. Yeah, so it's good that you realize that, and sometimes people want the results of the practice to be some kind of thing that shows up in the world. But that's not the place to look for the results of the practice. So if we use what the world thinks is success as the measure, it's never going to be satisfying. Like at the time of the Buddha, I think it was Venerable Ratapala, when he talked to the king and asked him if, these different questions. And I think part of that was asking, do you know any rich people who are happy, content, or, check out the billionaires, there's never enough by the world's measures. It's only through our spiritual development, the development of our happiness and our kindness and brahmaviharas and, our ethics, through our amazing ability to call in spiritual energy, just sitting there, or go into a sacred space where people have been practicing, whether it's prayer or song, meditation, and feel that energy and know that that's, it's not just feeling something, but it's about the wisdom involved, what really matters. Yeah. Thank you.